Moving on to Kyla. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing okay and everyone is doing well. As you know, another episode, another Sarah Destiny review. So as I usually and I always say, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to. But please do get cozy and comfortable with your heart, Abina, and your snacks. And I really hope you enjoy the rest of this review. Okie dokie, let's start off with Priya and Brett. Oh, I'm actually just so over them. Like, am I being harsh? I don't know if I'm being harsh, but I just feel like they're actually the most boring couple that have ever touched Love Island. It's just boring. Like, I just don't understand. There's no oomph, there's no pizzazz, it's just flat. And in the beginning, of course, Priya was having, not in the beginning, we already know from yesterday that Priya ended up choosing Brett, so Matthew ended up going home. But it's just not giving exactly what it was supposed to give. Like, even when she was having her confessional, she was just like,
oh my gosh, like, if I was locked in a room with Brett, honestly speaking, the conversation would just never run dry.
The convos have been dry. You guys are boring. You guys are actually boring. B for boring. Like, they're actually boring. They're boring. Oh my gosh, I can't stop saying it, but they're boring. Yeah. Moving on to Kyla. Finally, Love Island are understanding the assignment and giving them screen time, and it is everything for me. Chef's kiss, we love to see it. So as you guys already know, Tyler decided that he wants to take it to the next level, you know, just take it up a notch. He was talking to the guys and he was just like,
oh yeah, like I feel like I'm just, you know, ready, like I want to do something big, like I want to do something special, but like, I think I want to make it exclusive.
And I thought that was actually quite cute, even though, and please comment in the section below as well, I don't actually understand what being exclusive means. Does that mean we're exclusive to each other, but we're not in an official relationship? Because for me, I just feel like you should only be exclusive if you are in a relationship. Is it just me? Am I overthinking this or underthinking this? I don't even know, but please comment down below, because I don't know if I really understand the definition of being exclusive, because why don't we just go out? And if you're not ready to go out, then why should we be exclusive? Yeah. But yeah, that's literally just how my brain thinks about it, because I don't actually like really understand. But I am very happy for Team Kyla. You guys know we stan Kaz and Tyler on this channel. All you racists that have been commenting on my videos, you can literally sit down, build a tent. I don't really know, I don't really care. We stan Kaz and Tyler on this channel, and I'm very happy for them. And as you guys do know as well, they ended up receiving a text that someone was going to be, or a couple was going to be allowed in the hideaway, and it was Kaz and Tyler for me. Even though I don't condone what they do in the hideaway, like, you guys should already know this, I don't condone none of that. I must say Kaz was looking all types of fire, and in all honesty, you can say whatever you want about Kaz, but you cannot deny that sis has body. So yeah, it was actually quite nice to finally see Kaz and Tyler on our screen. As you guys know, a lot of people on the TL have been complaining to the Love Island producers because it's low-key like we only get small glimpses of Kyla here and there. And like, even at the last, not the last one, but the episode before, when he was ironing her dress, like, those are really cute, sentimental acts that you could have been showing us, but instead you're showing us Faye and Teddy over a situation that we actually do not even care about. So it was actually quite nice for Kaz and Tyler to kind of have like their time to shine in today's episode, and they are Mr. and Mrs. exclusive. So moving on to the following morning, Kaz was all smiles. It's literally as if the sun had just come to sit on her lap, because she was glowing, honestly just smiling. She wasn't even wearing her bonnet. I mean, that honestly says a lot. But I'm honestly just happy for Kaz, to be honest. Like, she seems like she's really happy, in a really good place with Tyler as well. And people were saying that, oh, they don't think that Tyler comes across as being genuine, and oh, he's being fake. But I don't know, I feel like he comes across as being quite genuine right now. It seems like he is really trying, making an effort, and I feel like it is quite nice to see the glow kind of bounce off both of them. But I like them. Like I said, this is a Team Kyla account, and if you don't like that, you can go. No, you can actually go, because we're standing Kaz and Tyler on this channel. I've said this many times, I'm going to say it again, we stan, and we will continue to stand. Moving on to Liberty and Jake, and to be honest, I'm not really pleased with this whole situation, but then again, I am pleased with this whole situation, because I am very happy, Sarah breathe, but I am very happy that Liberty is starting to shine her eyes. But in case you guys missed it, because it was kind of like quick, you had to really pick it up when it did happen in the episode, when Kaz and Tyler did come down from the terrace after being Mr. and Mrs. Exclusive, you know, like, Liberty wanted to run towards her, like, honestly being so happy for her. And I think that's one thing that I really like about Kaz and Liberty's friendship. Every time I do speak about their friendship, I always say this. It's like Liberty feels what Kaz feels. Like, when Kaz is upset, Liberty's upset. When Kaz is happy, Liberty's happy. And that's the type of friend that you need, you know, a friend that takes on your emotion, you know. But Liberty wanted to run to Kaz when she did come down, you know, kind of like hug her and everything. And Jake basically just told her, like, wait, kind of thing, like, just wait for everyone to go together. And that rubbed Liberty off the wrong way. And to be honest, I felt like that was quite weird as well. Like, that's my friend, why can't I go and hug her? She's exclusive now. Even prior to this following day, Liberty did voice it to Jake whilst they were in bed. And this is what I mean by like Jake is just being Jake again. Like honestly, it's either he doesn't really like her or he doesn't know how to communicate, because she's voicing her opinions to you as to how she felt regarding a certain situation. And it's even in, you know, the nighttime camera, you could even see that he's there holding his head and just like, oh, even if you don't agree with what she's saying, at least acknowledge her emotions. It's nighttime and she's still telling you how she feels about something, and you're just still rolling and tossing and turning in bed. I should push you off this bed immediately. That's what I should do. I ain't gonna do that, okay? I ain't gonna do that. So of course the following day, Liberty is speaking with Chloe and Jake is sitting with Mary. And although I know that Mary doesn't like Jake in that way, I don't actually understand what that conversation was like. I think Mary was like, oh, how many children do you want? And Jake was like, oh, I want two. Why are you speaking to another girl about the amount of kids that you have? Have you and Liberty even had that conversation? I'm not saying that I think there's anything between Mary and Jake. I don't think there will ever be, because Mary and Aaron, chef's kiss, I definitely do love them together. But I do feel like that was actually quite weird. And of course, like Liberty was speaking to Chloe and she was just like, you know what, if he doesn't deserve me, if he doesn't value me, if he doesn't do this. And then they ended up going to the makeup room and Liberty was also shedding a couple tears there as well, and the girls were hugging her. And in all honesty, I feel like I understand exactly where she's coming from. Like all the other couples seem to like always be chilling during the day, all of this different stuff. Me and you hardly chill. You're there speaking to Mary. I can hear you, by the way. I'm on the beanbag as well. You're speaking to Mary about the amount of children that you want to have. And even with that as well, I literally voiced my opinions to you the night before that I'm actually not happy with how things happened last night, and I'm actually not happy with what you done. You didn't even pull me for a chat for us to kind of speak it out. Yeah, you're supposed to be my boyfriend. So yeah, it's quite sad to see Liberty low-key like doubt herself and question herself in this relationship, all because of the way and how Jake is treating her. And that just goes to show, like I said, either number one, he doesn't actually like her, and number two, he just doesn't know how to communicate. But like I said, I am also quite happy that Liberty is also shining her eyes to this. Like you can't be letting things slide all for the sake of, oh, I like this person, or I have emotions for this person, or I have feelings for this person, because that's how you do get taken for granted, and that's also how you settle for less than you deserve. Okay, finger snap. Finger snap, because honestly that's how you end up settling, because you're too focused on your feelings. And it's so important to not allow yourself to constantly be driven by your feelings. You also need to make sure that wisdom and knowledge is applied to that as well, because you'll just be doing anything and everything all for the sake of, oh, I like this person, oh, we've done this, oh, we've done that. And I feel like maybe Liberty feels like she has to stay in this situation just because they're girlfriend and boyfriend. But I don't want her to if Jake isn't going to treat her the way that she should be treated. I think Liberty comes across as being so lovely, a very genuine and pure heart. And I don't feel like Jake acknowledges that or understands the type of girl that he has. And that is not given. And lastly, moving on to the heart racing challenge. This is usually one of my favourite challenges, only because I like hearing the results at the end just to see if your partner raised your heart rate or vice versa. But this year's one was, I feel like it was a bit underwhelming. Is it just me? I don't know. Like usually when it comes to these challenges, like people go all out, and it just didn't give. I don't know how I'm speaking like that, but So I'm going to do a quick rundown of the girls, the boys, and then also of the results. Of course, chef's kiss, Kaz went first, and I know that's right. Definitely set the stage, which I absolutely loved. Kaz looked stunning, as usual. When doesn't she look stunning? Liberty came with the cowgirl vibes. I loved as well. Had a cheeky Ruby Woo. Yes, Lib, we love that. Millie looked quite cute as well. Mary, who signed off that outfit? Who? Guys, literally, when Mary came onto the screen, I said, who is that? But yeah, you guys already know I do love Mary. I just don't feel like that outfit was it. Moving on to Faye. She was doing motorbike. I don't know why I've done that, by the way. Moving on to Faye, she was doing motorbike woman. Priya with the NHS was giving us nurse. Chloe was a cabaret girl, and it was actually quite cute how Toby was overly rooting for Chloe, and that's what you need, guys. You need a supportive partner. Please make sure your partner is supportive, because partners who aren't supportive are partners that can go in the bin. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And lastly, let's move on to the heart rate. So starting off with Faye, hers was raised most by Teddy, Liberty, Jake, Kaz was Brett, and that's not fair because he was definitely tickling her legs. Like, why would her heart not be racing when you're dead? He was literally going up and down with her legs, like tickling her. That is honestly just not fair. Wasn't given, so that was sad. Millie with Teddy. I think Teddy got the most out of all the guys. Yeah. Millie with Teddy, Priya with Brett. Again. Mary with Teddy, and Chloe with Toby. So those were the results for the girls. And moving on to the guys' results. Toby was with Millie and Chloe. Tyler with Kaz. Teddy with Millie and Faye. Aaron with Kaz. Liam with Millie, Jake with Millie, and Brett with Liberty. And you know what's actually so cute? When they did call Liberty's name, Liberty was just like, oh, at least I got one. And I was just thinking, Liberty. She's so sweet. Jake does not deserve this girl. Oh, actually doesn't deserve. But yeah, those are the results of that challenge. I'm gonna give the challenge, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah, 5 out of 10. So as you guys already know, we did already receive a glimpse into tomorrow's night's episode, and of course it is still going to be centered around Liberty and Jake. At first glance, Jake is being Jake again. Honestly, if I remember correctly, they were having a conversation, and I think Jake was speaking about, you know, Mary's beautiful, Millie's beautiful, but you're my girlfriend. And it's like, how many times do you need to keep saying you're my girlfriend? Like, it's not reassuring, it's giving crack. Because just because you keep saying someone is your girlfriend doesn't mean that you value them, doesn't mean that you treat them right, doesn't mean that you respect them. So I feel like he needs to stop saying that. It's low-key giving manipulative, like it's trying to mess with her head to feel like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this way because he keeps telling me I'm his girlfriend, and clearly if I'm his girlfriend then he must like me. But like I said already, it's either number one, Jake doesn't actually really like Liberty, or number two, he just does not know how to communicate. So I definitely do feel like the girlfriend and boyfriend thing was actually quite rushed. I don't feel like they were ready to take it to that next stage. And I'm just feeling for Liberty right now. It's about herself, and she's a beautiful girl. She has a beautiful heart that radiates on the outside, and no beauty beats that of a beautiful heart. And you can clearly see that Liberty does have that, but I just don't feel like Jake is treating her the way that she needs to be treated. And it's a shame that this has happened in 2 weeks towards the end, because it's like, are you going to end it, or are you going to try and stick it out to try and win? I don't really know, but yeah. Guys, as always, I love to hear you guys' comments in the section below. Let me know how you did find that episode. If you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to. But please do take care, and I shall see you in our next one.